Okay, let me turn this one on to see this.
Well, good morning, Campfire crew. This is Tony and Stella checking in from the lodge. Stella is right down here. I don't know if y'all can see her or not. I told Stella if she don't start helping me make videos, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So Stella said she's hanging out with us today. Hey, we got a great video for y'all. So in the last video, I showed y'all this beautiful hammered skillet for a lady named Miss Sue got us to clean for. Well, about a week ago, I was talking with Miss Sue, and Miss Sue told us she'd love for us to have this skillet. And I'm gonna be honest with you, from the minute she said it, I was thinking in my mind, I can't take that skillet. That thing is amazing, and she's very persistent. So Miss Sue, I wanna thank you again for the skillet. That's cock-a-doodle-doo, Sue. So thank you for the skillet. Now then, in honor of that, let's cook something in this skillet, because skillets like this, beautiful skillets that are 100 years old, hey, those things are made to cook in. So any cast iron that you have and you ever wonder, oh, do I need to use it or not? Cast iron was made to use. The more you use it, the better it looks. So I've got this Portuguese sausage, if y'all remember, that Miss Retha gave us. We are gonna cook some Portuguese sausage. It come out of Massachusetts. So I have no idea what it tastes like or what it's gonna taste like, but I found a recipe. The recipe calls for a potato, an onion, and cut up sausages fried together. So let's cook us some of that Portuguese sausage. We already have everything washed. I think we're gonna leave the skin on this potato. I love potato skin. We're gonna go ahead and get the potatoes on and let them be cooking. And our beautiful hammered skillet. Campfire crew, lunch is on. So let me get the camera and show you how good this looks before I dive into it. So that is Portuguese sausage, potatoes, and onions. It's fixing to be on. So I've never had Portuguese sausage, but I bet you it's good. All right, what do y'all think about that? Onions, fried potatoes, and Portuguese sausage. I'm gonna get 2 dips. Y'all know I'm a little bit big boned. Well, good morning, Campfire crew. This Tony's checking in from the archery range. Okay, we have been running water lines for 2 days, and I want to show y'all what we've got accomplished. Digging ditches, running water lines. So there's a lot going on out here, and I want to just give you a rundown. I'm not going to spend a lot of time out here with the video, but I want to keep you up. A lot of people left me a comment and said they want to see the process, so I want to show you what we're doing. All right, this is where we come off the water meter, and I want you to notice that I've started covering the line up, but where every connector is, I didn't cover it up because I want to pressure test it before we cover it all the way up and watch it for a little while. But for the most part, besides just the connectors, I have got the water line covered up. Well, I covered up that connector. So it looks good and it's coming together. It's a lot of water line. Right here, we have made a fine connection. So the camper lots are that way, and I'm not going to cover that up yet. We're going to watch it for a little bit. And this way, we come off of that 1-inch line to a 3/4 line, and we have ran it back to the outdoor building. So that blue outdoor building you see right there, we're going to put a washing machine and a dryer in for the people at the camper lots if you need to wash clothes, which that was Catherine's idea, and I think it's a brilliant idea. Once we get the ditch covered up, we'll fix the fire pit back and get all this cleaned up over here. All right, like I said, I'm not going to spend all day on the video of out here. I want to do some other things too. I got some stuff I want to cook, but I want to keep y'all up to date. So after today, all of the sewer will be in and all of the water lines will be in. So we're going to run our stub ups. That's what we're going to do today, is put our water stub ups for each one of the camper lots. We're getting close. The power will be the last thing that we do, and it's always the easiest for me because I'm not a plumber, but I am an electrician, so this makes my life easier. All right, y'all can see the ditch that we dug for the water lines, and it's a good ditch. The sewer is right there, each stub up for the sewer, and the tank's up on the other end. I got a comment last week and had a guy that was discussing the fact about how Mickey Mouse it looked, that he's never saw anything installed this way. So I want you to see up here what we actually done, and maybe this will clarify it for him. So the tank itself is right there. That's why I left that dirt humped up, is because once it rains on it, it's going to settle. Can y'all see the corner of the tank right there? So it's under 8-10 inches of dirt, but once it gets rained on, all that dirt's going to settle. So this pipe right here comes into a T that's right here in the front of the tank. So this one comes in from one side, and those 3 come in from this side. I've got about 20 inches of fall from that end down to this end. So they all should drain well, and I shouldn't have any issues with it. So let's get these water lines installed and get all these faucets in. We bought frost-free faucets, and I'll show y'all another picture once I get everything installed. Okay, I want to show y'all the faucets that we're going to install out here. These are called frost-free faucets. The valve is down here in the bottom of the faucet. The handle is up top. So when I open up the handle, I open up the valve down in the bottom. The reason they're called frost-free is because once I close the valve back, all of the water inside of the tube drains out of that little hole right there. Except that little hole is underground. So this thing's going to be buried somewhere in about this deep right here. So the only part will be sticking out of ground is from here up. This part's going to be below ground, and we're going to put it inside of gravel. So I've got a little piece of screen right here, and I want you to see the screen. We've got a little piece of screen that we're going to double up and put over that hole. And we'll strap it to it before we bury the faucet. Once we get it buried, we're going to put this gravel around it to keep dirt from filling back in around the faucet. And at any point in time, when I open up the handle on the top, all of the water inside of the tube will drain out of that little bitty hole, and anything above ground, now there's no water there to freeze and bust. So it saves the faucet from ever freezing. Everything in it drains out, and all of this to right about here is going to be underground, which is about 13, 14 inches, something like that. All right, let's get this thing installed, and I'll let y'all see what it looks like when I get through. All right, so here is the test drive. So as y'all can see, we have all the faucets and one faucet for each lot. So Catherine, what are you fixing to do?
No, I just turned the knob. It should be some air coming out good.
So we've got them all closed off, but the one on the end. And it's running. So listen, I'm gonna get a piece of sausage first. I've never had Portuguese sausage. All right, it's real good, but it tastes like something else. I can't place what it tastes like. It's got a different taste to it, but it's good. It's not going to taste like Kaneka sausage or pork sausage or smoked sausage or something like that. It's got a little bit different taste to it. Maybe like a little hint of fried bologna. And y'all know I love me some fried bologna. So let's get a bite of the potatoes and the onions with a piece of sausage. I can't get them out of here. That's real good. A little hotter than I wanted it to be. Okay, I want to say a special thanks to Miss Rita for sending us the Portuguese sausage. It's very good. It's a little too hot to eat, but it's really good. With the potatoes and the onions, it's something else. All right, as always, life's an adventure. Don't get caught sitting at home. You should be out here in the lodge with me and Stella having Portuguese sausage, fried potatoes, and fried onions.